Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Well, it's a slightly different video this week. We're going to look at my mate Oggies F1 collection and compare it to some of the battered and bruised examples you can get at the car boot and the toy fair. So there's a picture of his collection that he's had since he was a kid, so it's 35-40 years old, maybe older. Maybe 45-50. So let's clear the decks and start to take a look at it. Well, let's start with this interesting gift set. Still got the polystyrene, which is of course impossible to recreate, but you could recreate the box around it. Now the trailer's not in bad nick, just needs a polish. Corgi. And there's no chance of mixing up these F1 cars really, is there? Because here's some examples I've got of what is a Surtees TS9 F1. Beautiful car. Decals are all good. Stickers rather. Bit of grime. Nothing too much. And as you can see, I've got three examples. One with no driver, no screen. That's your typical fare, and notice how worn the base plate is. Then I've got a number 16 without the rear spoiler with a white base plate. And then I've got my own version of this, which to be honest is faded, as you can see. But it's all intact. It's not been as well looked after. I'd like to restore one of these. That would be your starting point. And these two others that I have, you could make into one good one, because you've got that spoiler, you've got the glass. Tyres are better, wheels on one than the other. So that's a good starting point. Now, I have got a Ferrari Daytona, I think this is, yeah, Ferrari Daytona. This is obviously a very nice example. Not scratched, just a bit of age on it. And for once, I don't mind a tow bar on what would have been a GT car, not a sports car really. Front glass is really good. So that is a nice set to start off with. And we can put that back and see what comes up next. So obviously the looked after version is significantly better. Okay, next up we have this Graham Hill Shadow Ford DM1 1A. Now this is obviously the good one. Decals are a bit more worn on this one. Paint's still good, really. No chips on that paint. That's a really nice one from Oggie. And as you can see, we have, in various states, this one where suspension has clearly gone, as in it has gone. If you look there, we haven't got these front wishbones, if that's the right term. Somebody will correct me. They've gone. So that would be a difficult one to restore by itself. Now this one has got them, and they've got a protective layer of carpet from the looks of it on them, etc. Spoilers are loose on them all. You can't judge paint because they're all bad. The driver in this one is, I'm not sure if he's just dirty, but he's white in the original. So one of these would be nice to restore. And well, 4 rivets on that one. Just see if they changed that over the years. Yeah. No, they didn't seem to change that. So that one would be the best one to start with, I think. It's got the screen. This has lost the screen. It does go down the outside. So lost screen, and this wrecker has got a partial screen. So there's another chance of restoring another F1 car there. Once again, the looked after one is okay, just give it a clean really. So here we are with the looked after Hesketh. Just a polish required there really. Decal stickers are all good, they're strong. Surprisingly, my car boot find is not far off. Now this is another Corgi Hesketh Ford 308. Now James Hunt with Lord Hesketh raced first in Formula 3 I think, then they entered Formula 1 together, and to be honest I think the money ran out, it was so expensive. Hesketh had to start taking on sponsorship etc, which it hadn't done before. Of course, I think James Hunt was world champion in 1976, maybe 77. But back to this is a good one. Plastic bases on them both, 2 rivets, 4 rivets, there's some little ones there. Nice bit of detailing at the back. Have I got that? Yeah, I've got a dint in one of my radiators there. But another future one to do. So, and the closest a car boot find has come to matching a well looked after collector's item. Now here we have, and it's out of the box. Oggy said I could take them out of the boxes. They have been played with, they've not been kept in the boxes all their life. We have a Yardley McLaren M19A Ford with a Cosworth engine again, and that's really in good condition. Again, just age-related dirt and a bit of play wear. Paint's good, but that's a really nice example. Now I've restored one of these on the channel, and you can go and take a look at that one. But I do have 2 others. One's lost its mirror. This one's intact with its mirror, so I could do another restoration. This is obviously extremely play worn. Both of mine have lost their decals. Screw base, was that screw base? No, that was a rivet base. So there's a slight difference. Not sure what this one is. Screw base, and the one I restored was a screw base as well. So considerably better in the Yardley McLaren stakes, as you would expect really. So let's move on to the next one. I've just put it back in the box, and it's worth talking about the boxes I think. There's no cracks, so obviously this is a bit brittle. But the boxes are very, very good. Obviously a bit worn at the edges, but 1973 this one, as you can see. Met Toy Company Limited. And there is a Surtees TS9, the other one we looked at earlier, but with a different number. So we'll put that to one side, and we'll now move on to the next one. Now here we have the Ferrari 312B2. Not a really successful race car. Now I've restored one of these on the channel. This one is a bit chipped and worn. It's had a bit more wear than the others. It's in a Yardley McLaren box. The box isn't bad. It's just a wee bit dirty, you might say. It's got both mirrors. It's got the glass. Now I think mine was different because I remember having to pinch the glass in to get it out. It was a bit worrying that I might snap it. But that's a really nice example. So we'll put that back in the wrong box. Now here we have a really great car. Jackie Stewart's Elf Tyrrell Ford DFV engine, I think. Tyrrell Ford 006 1-2, 2 rivets, and like another 2 rivets there, so 2 big rivets, 2 small rivets. Not sure if that's plastic base actually, but that is in top condition really. Decals just starting to peel with age, I'd say. Both mirrors. Jackie Stewart, some attempt to do the tartan round his helmet. I haven't got one of these. Oggies not donated these to me, so I'll be on the lookout for one of these Tyrrells. Well, that's a nice example, and the box, again, really good condition, and there's no year on this one, I don't think. No, I can't see a year. And interestingly, lots of information about this car and Jackie Stewart. This is obviously when he was world champion. He's wearing the number 1. It's number 5 in the picture. And it says in 1973, Jackie Stewart won the world championship driving a Tyrrell Ford and brought his personal total Grand Prix wins to an all-time record of 27. And he's still one of the greatest drivers of all time. Now, this is a great car, and the box is good. So let's put it away, and we'll move on to the next one. And here is the next one, Lotus Formula 1. Box is just getting a bit of wet, sorry about that, Oggie. JPS championship years, one of the best cars ever, one of the most successful cars ever, and one of the drivers, Ronnie Peterson, with it. World champion car of 72, tremendous season in 73, and other drivers were doing well, Emerson Fittipaldi, etc. And this, to be honest, is a mint example, you'd say. Nothing peeling, gold's good, everything's good about it, perfect underneath, screw base, you almost don't want to touch it. Now I have got one of these inside the house, I'm not going to get it, it's in nowhere near as good as this, it's a comparable condition to this Hesketh. My decals are peeling, etc. But that is a mint car, and to me the best car of all time in F1. From my youth, it got me interested in F1, did the JPS cars. So we'll put that back and move on. Well, here we have a Shadow Ford of Jackie Oliver, Corgi, Ford DN1A, and this is in great condition, especially when you compare it to my example. Everything's perfect on this one. Tyres, he's not played with this much, this one, my mate Oggie. This has obviously gathered a bit of extra bits, carpet, dirt. This is in really good condition. The box is cracked and torn a bit. Some useful info on the back about the V8 Cosworth DFV, 465 brake, 5-speed box. There's the car. There's an Embassy version that they did afterwards, and that's just a really, really nice example. Shows you the quality of the paint when they came out, it's really good, and just a good all-round vehicle. 4 rivets on that one, maybe just a bit of lack of silver in at the end there, but another one that I've got left to restore to that condition. Now here we have the Patrick Eagle racing car. The box is in really good condition, it feels good, feels better than the others, it's not got damp at all at any time, and the car inside it, absolutely mint. You can't fault that. Bit of dirt maybe, 1/36 scale. Now I have got 2 examples of this, and my decals, especially on the tail, are quite bad. I've lost all my silver in, and this would be another nice one for me to do. You might keep this one as is. You might try and get the decals off it and just clean it, because to be honest, the paint is quite good on both of them. This one's got more chips at the front. This one's hardly got a chip that I can see. So not a bad car boot car, this, standard wise. But again, collector's car, kept in its box, some play. Not a lot, you can tell by these wheels are perfect. Another great Corgi car. So we'll put that one back in the box. And finally in this collection we have another Surtees TS9. Another absolutely mint car. Bit of dirt on that decal. Bit less on that side. Maybe that's because it's been pushed along like that. But a great car. TS9B F1, green base, screw base. Bit of chrome lost on the bottom. It has been pushed along a carpet. It was a nice clean carpet because these wheels are immaculate. The box is very good too. Other cars in the Corgi range, we've seen the McLaren, the 150 Surtees TS9 Brook Bond, and that's a great car too. So that's the end of my mate's Oggies collection. I'll just finish off, as I put this in the box, with the ones I have to restore still. So I've got a few more to do. Let's get that in. Let's get it right in the box, propped correctly. There we go. And it'll keep in that condition for a number of years now, because I believe they've come out the garage from storage. Might be going back in the house for storage. Well, here's the rest of my scrapper F1 cars ready for restoration. So let's see what we've got in the future for us. Just take them away. Start to put them out. Now these cars would have been buys and donations. I think Kev Vincent and Martin Dare have both sent me cars over the last year. So let's look at this one first. Obviously missing a lot of parts. Ballisti BRM 136, 1/32 scale, made in Italy. That would be a nice car, a nice 60s racer, I think. Obviously the glass is missing. That's the key there. There may have been a steering wheel. We've lost an exhaust port, an inlet port rather. But a parts car, just waiting for another one. Got a Matchbox racer, Formula 1, Speed Kings. Can't see the date, it's just there. Bit grubby, 1971. That's quite nice. Paint's not too bad, and I've actually just finished a quick restoration of one of those. I had to replace the exhaust pipes, one of which had snapped off, and that's all I had to do to that. Well, that's a nice tidy one. I'm going to have to put that back up in the window ledge for now. So that's nice. That's a nice yellow one to do. The paint's not bad. I don't think that one's ready for restoration. The same can't be said for some of these others. Now we've got a number 16 there, look. The Brook Bond Oxo Rob Walker car. Quite good. It's missing the spoiler at the back. This is a lighter blue than this one. is quite nice. 2 rivets, Certis TS9 F1. And again, interesting that there were 2 different colours but the same decals. And that would be a nice one to do. And this one's white underneath. And this one, yeah, it's white as well. I thought it was a bit different. Yeah, there's a bit of chrome that's misled me there. Anyway, move those to one side. And there's another Rob Walker Brook Bond Oxo. So it's TS9 F1. Slightly different colour again. So that's 3 different colours for that car. At least I've got the glass. They're all doable apart from this one which is missing the spoiler. I suppose I could make a spoiler, but when you've got 2 to go at. And this one's screw base. That's a rivet. That's a rivet. I'm not sure which came first, the screw or the rivet. Somebody might be able to tell me. Suspension's broke on this one. There's a lot of free and easy movement there. But I think that's repairable, so they'd be nice to do. Another Matchbox racer, and you've just seen the one I've just restored actually. I'll get it back down again, and there it is, look. I got one in mint condition but broken. This one is not in bad condition, but it's missing the exhaust. Is it? Yeah, the exhaust snapped off. There, look. That's why I restored that one as a quick video to do. But yeah, fine example. I won't be restoring this one. It might become a parts car, I don't know, but I suspect they've all got a broken exhaust now. I didn't pull that one out when we was looking at Rob Walker's because that one's clearly 2 bent axles, etc. Good parts car for a project, maybe a customization project. And finally, in my F1 collection of scrappers, we have the First National Bank, and I believe we have, I think this was a Tyrrell, Elf Tyrrell Project 34. It was a 6-wheeler. And it's a great looking car, isn't it? Now they're both intact. Obviously paint's long gone on most of them. But 4 rivets, 5 rivets, they're both there together. That would be a nice unusual F1 car to do. It wasn't successful. I think it only raced for a season. And that ends the list of scrap F1 cars I have. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this fill-in video really. So I needed a backup because I'm going on holiday and a couple of my recent restorations are still in paint and it's not hardened yet to move them forward. So please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in another video soon. Take care. Thank you for watching.